What's up, everybody? Two guys in a six-pack podcast here. Nick Seger, Seger-Ballard. And we are finally long overdue first episode.
Yeah, we
been,
were
bud?
originally going to have the first episode out on the 2nd of July 2nd. Technical difficulties, and then we recorded an episode, but we're very new to all this, so we recorded an hour-long episode. We were feeling really good about it, and none of our audio was recorded, so I had to scrap it. It was going to be the best episode to any sports podcast ever, guys. Like Pat Mack, if you would have watched, and be like, damn.
Oh, shit. God. But, yeah, it was good.
Competition.
And I'm very excited to release this first episode because, as you can see, we got a longtime Patriots fan over here, and then obviously, as you can see, longtime Colts fan. And we have our rivals, but good buds, and it's fun debates. And we both love some good cold Busch Light. Sponsor us.
Yes, we do. Sponsor us. Not a sponsor, but maybe one day. Maybe one day.
That would be awesome.
We wouldn't be the worst marketing ploy for Anheuser-Busch. Just.
Oh, no, definitely. It'd be great.
Yeah.
So save my pocketbook.
Yeah, just send it.
All right. What do you want to dive into first, man? What do you want to dive into? Any current events going on right now?
There's one, but I really don't want to talk about it.
Yes, you do. Hunt, I know exactly where you're going. Yes, you do.
The hunt for DeAndre Hopkins comes up empty. And I really don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. But after the fact,
Titan.
It's going to be fun watching him try to catch passes from Will Levis and Malik Willis and, I guess, Ryan Tannehill before he gets hurt.
Yeah, I could see him getting very frustrated.
Yeah, he's going to end up doing the same thing Antonio Brown did against the Jets.
Walking off the field.
Yeah, just walk. Yeah, he's going to strip half naked and then run off the field. You could have had Bill Belichick and Mac Jones.
Dalvin Cook wanted to go to the same place that he went. He is still on the list, but he wanted to follow D-Hop. Is there a way that Tennessee frees up cap space and have Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook backfield?
I don't know how much cap space they have. I do know that we were actually prepared to match the deal that he got with Tennessee. It's just ours is more incentive-based, which from our point of view, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like if Hopkins only played like 7 games out of the year, he wasn't going to get near as much money as if he played a full season.
Yeah, so, I don't. He had so many. I don't know if he actually had any, like a bunch of done deal offers on the table, but knowing that the Bills was looking at you, the Chiefs was looking at you, the Patriots was looking at you, and you went with the Titans that aren't 100% who week one quarterback's going to be.
You're not wrong.
That's just wild.
At the same time, when you look at the division, that might be the easiest division in the entire NFL. It's either the AFC South or the NFC South, in my opinion. So,
something about them stats.
The Jags kind of just squeaked by last year.
That man's
I don't think it's out of the question. But I still think the Jags are winning that division this year. They got better overall on both sides of the ball.
What did I see? 2 things. Jags overall rating in Madden is like a 76. And they're like projected to finish like 3rd in the AFC South.
I don't see it.
They're the only ones who made the playoffs last year in our division.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a Colts fan through and through, but I don't know how you don't put the Jags at the top right now.
I will say this: as far as the Hopkins situation goes, as long as the Titans sweep y'all this year, I'm okay with that. That will be worth its weight in gold.
Hopefully Anthony Richardson pulls an Andrew Luck and goes undefeated against the Titans. I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's a fun thing about the Colts this year. They got a rookie quarterback. How do you feel about Anthony Richardson right now?
How did I feel about when we drafted him? I wanted Will Levis. How I feel about him now? Dude's a freak. That's the only thing I can say about him.
With all the reports that have been coming.
He's raw. He's a freak of nature. He's actually in Indianapolis dominating pickup games in basketball right now. So many highlights of him just dunking on everybody.
I mean, that's great. Wrong sport, though.
Yeah, it is wrong sport. We'll see how it translates to the field. Like, he wasn't on my radar really for the draft, and we'll see. I hope he's a stud. Hope.
Yeah, it's not like you have a stud like we do.
At least I hope he's better than old McCorkle. Old McCorkle Jones.
Hey, I seen a video here the other day while Patriots were practicing, and Mac Jones just throws the ball 70 yards down the field, and everybody says he's got this noodle arm. The funny thing about that, I'm just going to put some shit to sleep here. People said the exact same thing about Tom Brady for years. That dink and dunk offense ain't going to win no championships. And we came away with how many running that exact system?
True.
So
was Tom Brady as big as a diva as Mac Jones?
He earned the right to bitch whenever he did. Mac hasn't earned that. That's the only issue I have with Mac is that, and I get it, like from a leadership standpoint, that's fun to watch your quarterback get visibly pissed at the exact same stuff that we're getting pissed about last season with Matt Patricia and Joe Judge experiment. Like, I don't know what Bill was thinking in that scenario. It did not work. The issue with that for me is he went behind Belichick's back and talked to people at Bama. Bill O'Brien was also down at Bama at the time, so I'm kind of hoping that kind of comes full circle because that's the big thing about us this year is that we got Bill O'Brien back at OC. Coaching matters.
Is Patricia still on the coaching side?
Do what?
Is Patricia still on the coaching staff? Like they move him?
I think he's still technically working for the Patriots. I don't know exactly what he's going to be doing. I hope we move him back to defensive coordinator or somewhere on the defensive side of the ball because he was good then whenever we had him. And
that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if they kept him or not.
You know, bringing in O'Brien back as OC, we got a new O-lineman coach. That is actually something I actually wanted to bring up as far as the Hopkins thing goes. It does suck.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
I think that the best move for us to do right now with what cap space we have left is maybe look at trying to find another tackle. Our O-line was horrendous last year, and that's the glaring issue that I see on our offense. Wide receivers, it's not the best wide receiver core. You know, we don't have a Tyreek Hill or a Stephon Diggs or CeeDee Lamb. We don't have that number one guy, but we have a bunch of solid guys, and that's kind of how the Patriots have always kind of operated. We've never had that true blue number one receiver. It's always been just a bunch of, you know, Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman, Wes Welker. Those kinds of players have always been kind of like the big thing in New England. Along with the tight end position. That's another great signing that we did in free agency. We got Mike Gesicki. We ditched Jonnu because that did not work. We still have Hunter Henry. I think Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki with Billy O calling offensive plays. It's going to be like seeing Gronk and Hernandez out there. Not as fun, but it's going to be that. Like those are going to be the playmakers.
Like pre-gel or like post-gel?
Yeah, Pre-jail, man. Pre-jail.
Ah,
Hernandez was killing it on
just-
and off the field.
Yeah, and, true.
He was.
That is true. That's what makes me believe. Like, wonder if D Hop and Bill O'Brien had beef. I wonder
It
if
came
that
out in reports
ultimately
that-
led him.
Do what?
I said, I wonder if that ultimately decided whether he went there or not.
I don't think so. There were plenty of reports that came out from both Billy O and D Hop that both said they were cool. Like, the NFL's a business. I don't think that might not be true though. It's all speculation. But
D
no,
Hop
I think
might love Vrabel.
maybe.
He's a pretty
Vrabel's
cool
a good
dude.
coach. He is a good coach.
Vrabel's
Former
a good
Patriots player
coach.
too.
Yeah. Only if Josh McDaniels could have done that.
He's doing his own thing, ruining the
is.
Raiders.
He's,
Make Derek Carr mad.
it didn't take
Nobody's happy in Vegas from what I hear.
Yeah, made Derek Carr cry.
He did. He did make Derek Carr cry.
Yeah.
And like Devontae Adams, he gave up Aaron Rodgers for Derek Carr too, and that was not a good decision. That is very, very much blown up in his face.
Yeah.
Apparently, Josh
that dude
Jacobs
could have waited a year. Devontae Adams probably could have waited a year and then went to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers.
Don't say that. We already have enough issues in the AFC, so we don't need any more.
I think he could have, though.
He could have. He could have.
Wilson, well, they probably would have had to get rid of somebody, but Wilson, Corey Davis, Devontae Adams, they got another stud too, don't they? Well, they had more, but I think more is on now.
A bunch of old Packers receivers that were with Aaron Rodgers last year.
Was Lazard there?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he
not
was
Lazard. Was it Lazard? Yeah.
Lazard is
I thought Lazard went to the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but is he with the Jets or is he with the Chiefs? I can't remember. I don't remember where he went.
I know there's a bunch of offensive pieces that were on the Packers with Aaron Rodgers that are now on the Jets.
His old coach is there, ain't he?
Who's his old coach?
I think his old coach is like the OC or something there. Or his offensive coordinator is there or something. I can't remember.
Maybe. I seen a mock playoff. Like somebody already predicted the playoffs, and they had the Jets as the number 1 seed, and I'm just like, you're on crack. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
no.
I don't think they'll do bad. I don't think they'll do bad, but I don't think they're going to be like stopping people either. Like I see them maybe 9-7. That's a tough division.
So that actually brings me to a question for you. If you had to pick the 2 toughest divisions in the NFL right now, the AFC and the NFC, what are those divisions and why?
Your guys' division for sure. I mean, Bills loaded. Jets are now loaded. Patriots always tough. And then who's a fucking dark horse in your division? Yeah, the Dolphins. Yeah, and they're getting better and better every year.
Dark horse. No, I would put the Dolphins definitely like the silver medal.
Yeah, I mean the Jets are your dark horse, but I mean you can lose to them. I mean any team can lose to any team in that division. Like I mean it's going to be a tough game. Jets are no pushover no more.
Well,
and then
I don't know. Bill really hates the Jets. I feel like we played the best football against the Jets. I wish it was that way with the Colts. I feel like every time that we circle the Colts or anytime we have the Colts in our schedule, I want to circle that every single time.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of crazy because, like, the whole rivalry came from, like, the Peyton Brady days. And me personally, I thought the Patriots, like, owned us, really. But, I mean, we looked at the stats the last time, and it was actually relatively close in them days.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you guys always got us in the playoffs.
It was what? I forget the exact numbers, but I think it was 17 games played between Peyton and Brady. And Brady edged out Peyton like 10-7.
Yeah, I think
that's
it
how
was
close
like
that
within
rivalry
3
actually was.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then when Vinatieri, did he get cut or did he leave you guys? I don't remember.
I think he was cut.
I said, then he comes to the Colts, and he was legendary for us.
Is he the best kicker?
He was legendary.
Number one as far as points go.
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing about Vinatieri. Like, he played a long time.
Right here, baby, right here. $2,673 points. Vinny sent that to me personally.
Not even Tom Brady can do that.
Yeah. You know what? That's crazy, though. I'll get back to that. That's too high to put back up there, man. I'm not going to stick it over here. Sorry, Jeff. You're going to have to get covered up for the moment. Oh, that's going to fall. That's going to be bad. Don't play. Oh, God, that was. Whew. We're good. Yeah, 2,673 points. But you said not even Brady can do that. That's crazy because when he throws a touchdown pass, that's 6 points. But he don't get credit for that. The person that catches it gets credit for that. That's just. If he. I don't know. I feel like there should be something there. Because, that motherfucker ain't catching the ball if the quarterback didn't throw it to him.
You're right. Which, that brings me to my next point. And this has been the hot topic ever since Brady left New England. About who's the one that carried the dynasty for all those years. And a lot of people Brady went to Tampa and he won a ring. And that's love him for it. The problem with that is when you look at some of the wins that he had with us, the rings, some of those you can't really say that Tom Brady's the reason why we got that ring. 2 of those rings came down to Vinatieri and his leg.
Yeah. One of them.
And same thing with Super Bowl 53.
One of them against Seattle came down to the defense. If Malcolm Butler don't pick that off the goal line, or actually if Seattle just gives the ball to beast mode, that's game over.
Yeah, you're right. Super Bowl 51, if it's not for Dante Hightower's strip fumble or the Julian Edelman catch, those 2 plays right there completely changed the way that game goes. Super Bowl 53, we held the Rams to 3 points that year. It was a dull Super Bowl as far as entertainment goes. It wasn't a high scoring game. I think we won 13-3. And it's just when you go back and look, it's like, okay, Brady was a big part of our offense. I'm not going to sit there and deny the man that, but it's also there are so many different factors into what makes a dynasty special. I think it's ignorant if you were to sit here and say, well, it's just Brady or it's just Bill. No, it was both of them. It was also Robert Kraft. It was this perfect time, perfect place for these 3 people to come together. Yeah, LeGarrette Blount was another good one.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, is that we have not had another we had LeGarrette Blount. He rushed for like over 1,000 yards one year. We didn't have another running back do that until last season with Ramondre Stevenson, which makes me really excited because I really like him on our offense. Dude is going to be
Damian
a workhorse.
Harris is out. He doesn't get taken the back seat now. I mean, it's Stevenson's show now.
Right. And
yeah.
I like Harris. Like, he hell of a player. Like, dude is tough. The problem with Harris was that he was only good whenever he was healthy. And you say that, and I feel like that automatically diminishes what a player can bring to your team. Because, like, if you're only playing like 6-7 games out of the year, like, you're great those 6 or 7 games, but we have 18 weeks in the NFL. So, you know, if you're only playing 7 of it, I don't care how good you are in those 7 games.
Exactly.
I'd rather somebody be at least average and then they play a full year and they're constantly reliable than someone who's going to play really good for half the season. Which is kind of like
another play all 18 games. If you don't play all 18 games, you ain't getting paid no more.
No, you're not. And
you're getting
not
traded or you're getting
we don't pay players unless they play a full season. Them's the rules.
Is Max on rookie contract? This is last year of his rookie contract?
Yeah. No. Next season is his contract year. So we'll go next year will be his contract year. I think we keep him.
Interesting. That all depends on what happens this year, really.
If you ask my opinion, I think Mac is going to have a bounce back year.
Like his rookie year? Oh, yeah. It's only his third year in the league.
His rookie year. I'm shocked. And I'm kind of pissed off at the Patriots fan base to some degree because when Mac came in, we moved off of Cam, we bring Mac in. Backup runner-up for Rookie of the Year. He makes a Pro Bowl. Leads us to the playoffs. We went on a 7-game win streak under Mac Jones. Mac is good. But I think looking at last season, you give somebody Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as your play callers on offense. You're not going to get anywhere. I don't think you can put any quarterback in that situation. They're automatically going to succeed. Coaching matters. And when it doesn't work, you get something like what happened last year. I think that last year is like that kind of like, I don't want to talk about it. It's a mistake year. Looking at that rookie season, though, I think Mac is going to have a big bounce back year. He's got a few more weapons to play with. The big issue with us on offense right now is offensive tackle. I think we need somebody else on. We need one really good tackle. I don't think Trent Brown's that guy. I forget who our other tackle is off the top of my head. Edit that out, too.
I was dying. I was waiting patiently for you to say, I was tired of the Patriots fans that wrote Mac Jones off last year because you motherfucker was all aboard the Zappy train last year.
Hey, Mac got hurt. Zappy comes in. Zappy played a few really good games. Who did he beat, though? Like, he almost beats the Packers. The Packers were good last year.
Yeah.
He also, like, Bailey Zappi also got demolished by the Bears. So, I don't know if that game plays out any differently under Mac, but.
Them Bears, you kind of sneakily got to watch out for them this year. Justin Fields was on a tear. Justin Fields was on a tear for a little bit last year.
He was. He looked like.
I think he was like number 1 fantasy points for like 4 weeks straight.
I believe it.
Yeah,
he's got.
He's
something that I keep bringing up. Coaching matters in the NFL. So when you bring in a coach or a play caller that caters to what your guys can do. You know, Justin Fields' rookie season, his coach wanted him to sit in the pocket and throw the ball. That's not what Justin Fields is really designed to do. He's kind of like that Lamar Jackson or that dual threat QB that can also take off with the ball. When you build an offense based off of that, yeah, you get a lot more layers. He can take off and run. Like, dude's quick.
Nah, Anthony Richardson quick. Braves lost.
Yeah.
You got you can take off.
I'm gonna still take Justin Fields over him though. Quite a few QBs in that market that I would take over Richardson.
Just because you ain't seen Richardson yet.
Not yet, but even at face value, he could be a bust. Like there's no telling.
He definitely could be a bust. For sure, he could be a bust. Look at Murray.
I like Kyler Murray. I think he's getting a really bad hand right now. The problem with Murray is like Kyle Shanahan really liked him, and he really wanted to build this offense around him. That's kind of like this air raid offense, which it worked. Whenever he had the first year that DeAndre Hopkins went to the Cardinals, they went like 10-0 before they took a loss, and the problem with that is it's not Kyle Shanahan, it's Cliff Kingsbury. That's who I meant to say. The problem with Kingsbury is like you get to mid-season, I just like his offense. The whole team is kind of like they check out. So
I kind of feel like I feel like people figure him out.
Yeah, it's that, and I don't think that was necessarily that was their problem that year. And then it was also like some of your big guys like J.J. Watt, hell of a player when he was on the field, but when he's hurt, it's a big hole to fill. So, and later in his career, like that's just what you got out of J.J. Like, dude just got hurt. Dude only played so many games.
Like big old elbow braces, and dude was falling apart.
Yeah, he was. He's kind of like the defensive version of like Rob Gronkowski, because Gronk got that way like later into his career, like where he was wearing arm braces and stuff, knee braces, because that's just you only have to take out those guys a certain way, especially with Gronk. Like every time that guy got hit, whenever he was in his prime, like it was a low hit, like right to the knees. So eventually, like that catches up to you when you take so many.
Well, it was like the only way to tackle him back then too. He's so big. If you went up high, he was shrugging you off.
Yeah, you bounce right off of him.
Yeah.
Dude was a monster back then. Like you see videos on YouTube all the time where like you'd have like 3 guys on him and he just like shrug them off and just run into the end zone. Dude was a freak.
I think that guy right there is second running back in the league right now. Josh Jacobs.
I'd believe it. I
think it's still Nick Chubb. Speaking of Nick Chubb, I just seen a viral video of him squatting. Did you see that?
No. If it's anything like Derrick Henry.
I don't know how much he had on there. But the bar was like this, like bending. And he was just sitting there just pounding out reps. That was ridiculous. The bar almost looked rubber.
These guys do is just, they're freaks of nature. I seen a video of like Derrick Henry one time. Like he had like a barbell like on his back. His knees were on like yoga balls, and he was doing push-ups with a chain on his neck. I'm just like, hot damn, you are a leader of men.
Yeah.
I would put like top of the list of people I like. Do not fuck with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
What? Oh,
He's
yeah.
He's essentially a linebacker, just running full force.
Yeah.
He's bigger than most linebackers anymore.
Speaking of which, have you seen? We were talking about this before the stream. Madden ratings. Have you paid attention to any of that?
Yeah, they're bad. They're real bad.
Some of them I'm kind of happy
with.
with.
The quarterbacks yet? I don't think they.
I know
I don't think they've released a quarterback yet.
Mac Jones is rated at a 75. But that's not that.
Really?
That's actually not why I'm bringing this up. I was looking at what the Patriots overall was. Like, we're an overall 81, which is fair. But one player that really caught my attention, who was like a...
Can I stop you real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm pretty sure the Colts are an 83.
How are y'all better?
Huh?
That just seems like an insult.
I'm pretty sure I heard that today, that the Colts are an 83. But go ahead.
What was I getting at? Oh, yeah. There was one player on the Patriots where I looked at his rating, I was like, that seems fair. But I kind of feel like he still got snubbed. And I love our defense. I love it so much. There's one player on our whole defense I look at like, that's the guy. I feel like he should have been rated a little bit higher. He was rated like an 83, maybe an 85. Kyle Duggar.
I knew it. I was saying Duggar.
Like mid-80s, I was like, okay. Of any player on our defense, I'm like, that's the one I want to see, like, be a full Patriot for his entire career. I love him so damn much. I need a Kyle Duggar jersey, y'all. I got to retire the Julian Edelman.
You do need a Kyle Duggar jersey. He is good, and he gets slept on.
He does. Like, really underrated safety. And we talked about this on the episode that we unfortunately can't air. What I like about Duggar, I see in another guy we picked up in the draft class this year with Marte Mapu, who has that exact same build that Duggar had his rookie year with, kind of like this. He's a big guy. Like, he's built like a linebacker, but he's quick like a safety. So bringing in a guy just like Duggar, we can really disguise some of those defenses. Bill knows what he's doing on defense. And
does
the fact that
you?
Do what?
Does it not scare you that they brought that guy in because Bill doesn't pay guys? Bring that guy in, Duggar's gone.
I know next season we're targeted to be like the 4th highest in cap space next year. I think Duggar gets paid.
Yeah.
So I don't think Duggar's going to go anywhere. We keep Duggar. We develop Mapu. They're going to be the guys. Like, are they playing safety or are they playing linebacker? Are big threats as far as like blitzes go? Like, that opens up so many books, especially with 2 guys doing that. Christian Gonzalez on the outside corner. That's going to be fun to watch. I kind of hope Jack Jones comes back, despite the shit that he's gotten himself into lately. It's not good.
Gone. No, gone. But you got Marcus Jones.
Even with that, though, we have a really underrated secondary. Our defense is solid. I think we might even have we have a top 10 defense. Maybe top 5. Depending on what the pass rush does. Our secondary is solid, though.
See, that's where we lack. We have a really, really a young secondary. I mean, Kenny Moore has only been with us. He's been with us 6 years, but other than that, nobody's been there more than 2 years. And then we have one guy we picked up. I cannot think of his name, and he's been in the league like 4 years. But other than that, we're a real young secondary, so we'll see.
A lot of guys got a lot to prove. And that's
a lot of guys got a lot. That's our whole roster, though. We're a pretty young roster.
Overall, yeah, you're right. Got
we're
Kalani Woods at tight end. I know that was somebody who was on my draft board forever. I like Woods.
That dude's
not my favorite tight end from that draft class, but
who's your favorite in that draft class?
Best tight end from that year? I want to say Greg Dulcich from the Broncos.
He was pretty good, yeah. Jelani Woods, though, didn't get a play. Like, I think he had a 3-touchdown game, and that might have been against the Chiefs. And then we just, stopped playing him. I like Jelani, especially on Madden.
Yeah. I know you like Jelani on Madden.
Yeah, he's my guy. Tight end one on is Mo Cox.
That's right.
I don't know. I feel like Jelani's going to take it over this year. We got Kyle Gramson and Ogletree. He's coming in off of ACL surgery, I believe. So apparently he's pretty good too. I don't know. I haven't seen much on him. But then our wide receivers.
Tight end this year, or didn't you draft a tight end this year?
Oh yeah, and he got hurt. What was his name?
Was it Kraft?
No,
it wasn't Kraft.
Man, I can't remember what his name is, and he got hurt in rookie OTAs, but it wasn't real serious.
Right.
I want to say it was his ankle or his foot or something. I don't remember who it was. I can't remember. I feel like he might have came from Notre Dame or something like that. But then our wide receivers, we got to figure out if we're going to pay Pittman or not. And then we let Paris Campbell go to the Giants along with Bobby Okereke. And I love that guy too. And
that is a hurt.
And then Alec Pierce is my guy. I'm a collector of Alec Pierce cards. I collect cards a lot, so he's like my guy. I probably have 17 autos of them. But and then Josh Downs we picked up. Apparently that was Reggie Wayne's favorite wide receiver of the draft. So hopefully he turns out to be good.
Oh, so y'all just signed him because of Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne.
Well, Reggie Wayne's on our coaching. He's on our coaching staff. He's our wide receiver coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would love to have a former Patriots player be our wide receiver coach.
Like Edelman?
Yeah, but he's too busy running a podcast now, so.
Speaking of Edelman on podcasts, did you see him on New Heights?
No.
The Kelsey Brothers podcast?
He's on
the
New
Kelsey
Heights?
Brothers podcast.
Oh, shit.
Electric. Yeah, it's electric. I sent you a clip of it, and he was talking about how he was Randy Moss's rookie, and oh my god, it's killer. It's hilarious.
Dude, Randy Moss was when he was on the Patriots. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
I've sent you the video a few times, but where Randy Moss, the Patriots wanted to throw a Halloween party.
Yeah, I remember this video.
He goes in the Bills' office, and you could tell by the body language it was not a fun conversation for Randy. But just the fact, he pulled it off. He had Bill come to the Halloween party. Dressed up in costume. He was ironically enough, he was a pirate, so might have been foreshadowing for where Brady was going to go.
Yeah.
Funny how life works, right?
Yeah, Yeah, you'll definitely have to watch that, Jules on New Heights. I mean, it's electric.
So I keep up
I
with him
love
quite
it.
a bit. I would love to see him come in as like a wide receiver coach. Like, apparently, he comes to the facility all the time.
Really?
From at least what I gathered, at
Oh
least.
no, luck against the Patriots.
Oh, we're not watching Patriots highlights.
Mine's luck against the Patriots, and that was never good. Oh no, there's luck. Oh, never mind. This is just bad luck videos getting crunched. That poor guy.
UFC tackled.
Yeah. That dude just got killed. We sucked the life and dreams out of Andrew Luck.
You did. And I feel bad for Anthony Richardson in a way because of what you did to your last young quarterback that was supposed to be promising and shit.
I know. I hope it don't happen again.
It's like, are y'all just like stuck in quarterback hell at this point for what you did to Andrew Luck?
I think we might be cursed.
It's like, how many starters have y'all gone through at this point? Let's count them off. You had Luck.
You're not hearing. You can't hear this TV, can you?
No.
Oh,
Do I want
that's
to?
good. No, I don't want to hear. It's all the announcers talking about Andrew Luck during his end of times, saying that they should trade Andrew Luck or he'll end up dead and shit. Yeah.
He just said,
Sorry.
screw this. I'm just going to retire while I have my health.
Hey, he's available for the Hall of Fame this year.
He is. I don't see him on the Hall of Fame, though. Eventually, maybe. Not this year, though. I don't see him as like the first ballot. No.
I don't
He's
see
not
him first.
getting
But if you take him, he won't get first ballot. But if you take in perspective, and like me and you kind of didn't get like brawn to light of this, like how good Andrew Luck was because of how shitty their coach was back then. But
Yeah.
I mean, as we're looking back now, what he had to deal with, that dude had no team.
He didn't. We talked about this before.
Even watching
Unfortunately, for you guys,
videos,
he was
even
at
watching
one point in time.
videos,
At one point in time,
We got like
Andrew
a-
Luck was literally your entire team.
everything rushing,
Defense
he was
is
like
bad.
running the most.
Yes, he was.
Defensive back.
Dude is the only reason why y'all were making the playoffs.
Yeah,
Besides playing
I
in
don't
the
understand.
besides playing in the crap
5 his first 3 years.
I don't know if the
11
AFC
and
South
5
was the worst division that year.
11-5 in the National Football League is a fucking good year.
You're right.
That's a good year. But like as I watch even just like videos of this, like Andrew Luck just threw a touchdown pass to Chester Rogers.
Yes, like
And
who's
look at-
Chester
he had a-
Rogers?
Yeah, I remember him, but the common NFL fan is like, who the fuck's Chester Rogers?
Right.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Andrew Luck, drop back. Oh, this one's probably to Hill. Okay, everybody knows who T.Y. Hilton is. But
Yeah,
I was
he's
watching
that,
this before
he's
you
that
hopped.
receiver on the Cowboys.
Exactly.
That one that they barely use.
Zach Pascal. Okay, he's an Eagle now. I know Zach Pascal. But a lot of these, I was watching this before you was on here, and it was like, bam, Andrew Luck, bomb two. They said his name, and I'm like, who the fuck's that guy?
Yeah, because he came in like right towards the end of like Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne.
He didn't get to play with Marvin. He played with Reggie. He didn't play with
He
Marvin.
played with Reggie. He didn't play with Harrison though, did he?
I think he got 2 years in with Reggie, maybe.
At that point, though, like Reggie was in like the tail end of his career, so it wasn't necessarily Reggie Wayne. It was like the ghost of Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, he was limping to get on the field.
Well, make it feel any better.
Andrew's very last year is when we put the team together. We got Quentin Nelson. We got Darius Leonard. We was slowly putting the offensive line together. That was Ballard's first season. And, and then Andrew's like, I'm done, guys.
He said, to hell with this. To hell with y'all. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, though. Like, you go through so much. I don't understand how far he actually went with the Colts, despite the crap that he had to go through. Blows me away.
You can see the pictures and videos now. That guy was not getting normal tackled.
No.
The guys were ripping him down by his head, bending him in half.
Like, to me, that's not the point. The point is that the dude was playing with a bad shoulder. Like, very bad. Like,
torn labrum for 3 years. And then his last year, before he went on rehab again, he was playing with a lacerated kidney. He would go to the locker room and piss blood and go back out there and play.
Right.
Fucking warrior.
Like, the fact the Colts had to lie about this to stay relevant is just like, I can't. Screw you. I don't want y'all to have another good quarterback. Y'all are going to kill the poor bastard. I feel bad for Anthony Richardson.
Colts fan through and through. I feel bad for Luck. Feel bad for him. And
at this point,
dude,
like, Indy is where quarterbacks go to die.
Headshot. Bam. Look at this. Watch this. Crunch. That's where he lacerated his kidney. Dude was like, gets up, probably told that guy good hit, and continued playing. Eric Ebron, dude, he was a one-hit wonder with us, but he's throwing touchdown passes to Ebron. Couldn't do nothing with the Lions. That's sickening. And, of course, they got to be playing sad music into this because we basically RIP'd Andrew Luck.
Yes, you did. There's no basically to it. No, y'all, you killed Andrew Luck. You Aaron Hernandez, Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
You killed him.
Sickening.
And that's after Luck, though. Like, y'all have had so many quarterbacks that come to the Colts for 1 year and then they're just done after that. You had Phillip Rivers.
I wish I could name
Phillip Rivers.
I know it's been 6
Carson Wentz,
years.
Matt Ryan. Like, those are 3 right there.
Who'd you say?
Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz.
No, before Phillip Rivers, Jacoby Brissett.
He's still playing.
Jacoby took over. Yeah, but
he's more of a backup, but like he still plays.
Yeah. Jacoby was after Luck, and then
you had Jacoby, Phillip Rivers.
It might have went Jacoby, Phillip, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, but we also had different starters in there. Like we started Sam and Sam Ellinger, and we started Nick Foles a game. Yeah.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up. Like, you're really on the Anthony Richardson hype train, but last season you were really on the Sam Ellinger hype train also.
I was more on the let's give Sam a chance. Our team, our season was done for. Let's give the guy a chance.
Right.
And we really did. We gave him that one. We gave him 1 week. I don't think we won, but then he didn't play bad. But then we played the Patriots, and I think it was snowy. windy and like freezing cold. And I mean, the Patriots ripped him a new
That-
asshole. It was bad.
That's the fun of it. Football's in the wintertime,
Yeah.
and we play in the cold.
Yeah. Yeah, we know. We got a nice
I don't know
warm
if it's an advantage or
stadium.
not.
It can be, definitely.
Throw an asterisk on this, but something we'll talk about it in another episode. Does being in a cold state in the wintertime actually benefit players? Or does it hinder them?
I think it does.
Like where's the better location? Like, do you want it to be cold in the wintertime or do you want it to be warm? Because you do have teams like the Dolphins. We've played them in the winter, like in December, mid-season, and we're terrible against someone like the Dolphins where it's 60 degrees outside in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Because we're used to it being like 10. So like that's a really fun dynamic to really discuss.
I don't know. That is interesting.
Something to think about. Like, does playing in the cold actually help or hinder a team?
Yeah, that'll definitely be a next topic. But I guess it can kind of go either way. Do you want to? We got about 9 more minutes in here. What was your to date? What was your favorite Patriots game?
The one that y'all bitched about the deflated footballs. That's a fun one to go back and
How
watch.
is that your greatest? Oh my god!
Because Brady got better after that shit got. After y'all decided to throw a temper tantrum, saying, "Oh, they're playing with deflated footballs. That helps throw the ball better." We swapped the balls out. Brady gets better. Go back and watch the game. Statistically, Brady was better in that second half. We ate it like Brady got a 4-game suspension the following year. And
hey, you lost draft.
I think we even lost our first round draft pick over that. And another hot topic, like we're gonna give you all an outline here. Like that's another topic we're gonna save for another episode is Deflategate, because how could we not talk about that at some point? But
Deflategate, Spygate. I'm sure there's all kinds of gates with the Patriots.
Them's the only two you named off, homie. And I still don't think neither of them are worse than Bountygate. Fight me on that. That's the hill I'm willing to die on.
Rookie OTA gate.
Rookie OTA gate.
If everybody didn't know, Bill was also bending the rules in rookie OTA and took extra hour or 2 hours? What was he doing?
He was taking extra time in OTAs.
Yeah,
I think we lost.
Bending the rules.
Hey, man. A wise man once said, if you ain't cheating in professional sports, you ain't winning.
That's true. He did say that. That's true.
And I'm just going to throw this out there. Everybody says that we're all washed up. We're not a team to look forward to. We were kicking the NFL's ass for 20 years. Don't you think that the NFL deserves a break? We are more than welcome to come back and own the whole league. But if you really want us to come back, we can. It's not impossible. Figured after 20 years of ass kicking, though, you might want a break. Give another team a chance.
Interesting, though, you say the 20 years of ass kicking. Have you seen the Patriots' overall record without Brady?
They were not good before Brady. I know Belichick, like he's around like 500 without Brady.
I don't think so. Let's do a little quick Google check. Let's just do a quick Google check. I mean, I guess you can kind of say the same thing. Like, what's the Colts record without Luck or Manning? Because that'd be shit too.
See, I know this with Bill. There's two things to note here. Number one, he is on track to break Don Shula's record for most wins as an NFL head coach. But he's also on task for breaking the record with most losses as an NFL head coach. So, I love Bill, but
It's close to 500. It's 70 wins with 83 losses. Well, that was actually posted December 2nd, 2022. Was that the last year? So that's that.
so let me ask you this. Do you think that Belichick is going to break the most wins or most losses first?
How many does he reach?
I don't know exact numbers. I think he's closer to breaking the most wins, but I still think that it's going to be he's got like 2 seasons to beat Shula's record. After those 2 seasons, I think Bill's done. So like this season, next season, and then I think after next season, that might be the last we see of Belichick. And I'm not going to lie, man. I cried when Edelman retired. Gronk I was sad about, but it is what it is. Brady, he got me once, didn't get me twice. I think when Belichick finally calls it quits, I'm going to be very emotional whenever that day comes. I don't want to see it. Do what?
Are you going to be Patriots fan?
If the rumor has it that, and I don't know how this is actually going to work, I've heard that Jared Mayo is going to be a really good contender to be the replacement. I like that idea. I really like that idea. If he's the guy to take over, great. If it's Bill O'Brien, I'm going to be very hesitant about it because we see what Bill O'Brien does as head coach and GM. So I don't want to see that on our roster. If that happens, I'm a Chargers fan. You heard it here first, folks.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you this. If the Colts did something so heinous for you to be like, I'm not going to support this fan base anymore, what team do you go to?
Right. Can't leave.
I mean, after what y'all did to Andrew Luck, I don't feel like there's much more the Colts could do to really make you be like, nah, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Hypothetically, though, if there was, what team do you go to?
Every team Carson won.
Oh, so the Commanders, the Washington Redskins. If he's even on the team by then.
I don't know.
That's another team I want to talk about, though, real quick, is the Chargers.
Right.
Hey, so real quick, timeout. You're gonna have to edit this. Well, like your audio got like really laggy over the last like 2 or 3 minutes. I cannot hear a thing that you say.
Can you hear me now?
I mean, I can hear your mic. Like, you're picking up sound, but it is choppy as shit. I cannot understand a word you're saying. So, like, you're asking me all these questions, like, I have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about, dude.
Wondering if it's like kind of cutting out.
It might be, and that's concerning. I don't know if it's my internet or your internet.
Oh my God. And over there.
Okay, do you want to shoot like a real quick segue to end the episode, and then we just call it good? I know you called like 9 minutes. Okay. We playing a game of Madden to celebrate our first episode? I'll give you a game. I'll give you a game. I'll give you a full game before I go to bed. I mean, I gotta be up at like 3 a.m., but yeah. You can be a man at night. You can be a man in the morning. All right, so I don't know how the fuck this is gonna work. We're playing the shit blind because I can't understand a fucking word you're saying. I'm reading your gestures, so if you want to lead the segue, I'll follow suit.
Gotcha. All right.
Whoa!
So
wait, you're clear. Oh fuck! You're clear. Shit! You're crystal clear now.
So, as you can tell, we are having some minor technical difficulty. We are both very, very new to this podcast industry. I am currently out in my garage, rolling this shit off of a Wi-Fi extender. I promise 100% we will get better at this. I will get a better setup out here. We will both sound crystal clear. I'm going to end up purchasing myself a mic and a ring light, so my lighting's fine, my mic's fine. Probably have myself a soundboard. We will be good to go, I promise. I am personally probably not. I'm probably not going to do any editing to this video. It's going to be 2 guys in a 6-pack, first episode podcast, extremely raw, because the app that I'm using is currently on a free membership, but I am going to purchase it. I'm going to be able to use my camera. I'm going to be able to use the soundboard, and we'll be 100% good to go from there for editing. This is 100% raw.
Right.
And, but me and this guy, oh shit, wrong way. This guy, Shelby Madlad, his gamer tag on Xbox, OneMadlad1. Is that what it is?
11, buddy.
11. One Madlad 11. And then my gamer tag, Regis 0101. We are getting ready to hop on, play a game of Madden. I'm going to clip some his best plays, my best plays, our turnovers, because there's going to be a shit ton of them. That's just how we play.
Usually are.
Yeah. But we're going to hop on Madden. We're going to hop off here. This video is going to be done. I'm going to let it download. We're going to play a game of Madden. And this stuff is going to be posted hopefully in an hour. But this is our official first episode, and we are signing off. Cheers. Oh, well, shit. One more thing. I was going to do this on the last post, but we didn't have audio.
No.
Whoever
we did
comments
not.
this, you can comment as many as times you want. For every comment is an entry to win this Paris Campbell. Whoop, where's my camera? Paris Campbell, Beckett 9. I think it's 27 out of 50 Paris Campbell autograph. For every comment is an entry, and we'll randomize it, and we'll post probably in about a week for a second episode. Whoever wins that, I will DM you.
Go ahead and throw this out there. Next week, though, we're going to give away a card. I'm not going to tell you exactly which one, but we are going to give away a Patriots football card to represent Pats Nation. And trust me, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the best of what I got. So come next week, Pats Nation, I know you can feel me out there. Bring the noise.
All right.
We will select
surprised.
one next week. Whenever we film our next episode, we will pick one lucky Pats fan to win a random Pats Nation football card just for their collection. We will pay for the shipping, whole 9 yards. Not going to tell you which one. It's a surprise, but trust me, you're going to love it.
There we go.
Nothing but the best fan base in the NFL.